Hey, Seven College Nerds! So, we're talking about jobs that we've done in the past, and like odd jobs, and what we're doing now. And, my first job ever, I think I was 16 or 17, I don't remember. And I worked at Comfort Inn, and I would go in on weekends and put out the breakfast food. And I'd have to be there at like 7 in the morning, and I only worked till like 11 or 12. So, it wasn't really worth it for me to work like 4 or 5 hours for minimum wage, so I quit. My cousin was the manager, so she wasn't like mad or anything. So yeah. And then my second job, I worked at this newspaper place in the small town where I live, where they put the flyers every week into newspapers. So that's what I did 2 days a week. And then I worked there for a while, and then I had to quit because I got really busy with music. And then summer after I graduated, I got a job at Walmart. And I was a cashier, and I actually really liked that job. It was a lot of fun. But then, sorry, I'm really tired right now. But then at Walmart, it was in a town that was like 20 minutes northeast of where I live. And then my university is 45 minutes south of where I live, so it was just in a really dumb place in accordance with where I live and where I go to school. So I quit that job. I don't know why I didn't ask for a transfer, actually. There are Walmarts everywhere, but I quit. And then last summer, see a pattern, I've only ever worked in the summer before. Last summer, I got a job at this place that sells fertilizer and chemicals and stuff to farms. And they also sold like oil and stuff, like bulk oil. And that one was a great job. I was a secretary. I got paid like $12 an hour. And I worked 45 hours a week. And I made so much money last summer. I started that job in April and ended it in September. So it was like, yeah, I made lots of money there. So that was nice. And then that job ended because it was only for the summer. The reason I got that job was, well, my mom knew the manager because she works at another farm place. And the lady that was a secretary was going away from May to September for surgery because she had cancer. And then she came back in September. And that leaves me at this. I've been job hunting since the winter. I was sort of looking for a job during school in the wintertime, and then I kind of stopped. And then I started in March looking for a summer job because I wanted a really good summer job again, because then I could save enough money for tuition in the fall, because tuition in Canada is not that expensive, and I pay tuition, my parents buy my books and stuff. Anyway, I was looking for a summer job since March, and I still haven't found one. It is August 3rd. And I don't have a job. And Lisa talked about it yesterday. She handed in like 75 resumes. I've handed in at least 75 resumes since March. I don't even know how many jobs I've applied for. I applied for like jobs that relate to my schooling, so like environmental kind of jobs. And I applied for jobs with like the city, so those are like really good paying jobs where I applied for some office jobs, and I applied to like take inventory of trees in the city, and I applied to like spray mosquitoes in the city. I applied at like every store in the mall, every store around the mall, every store that I could think of. Honestly, I've applied at so many places. I had a few interviews, but they're interviews where they interviewed like 50 people for the same freaking one position. So guess what I haven't gotten yet? A job. And I'm so stressed out about it. That's all my parents, like I don't even want to go upstairs anymore to talk to my parents because I feel like they have like waves of judgment and disappointment coming out of them at me, and I'm trying so hard to get a job and find a job, and it's like impossible. I've applied at so many places. I applied at some last night, so hopefully something comes out of that. It's stressful, guys. And because I haven't found a job, I had to apply to get a student loan, which everyone does it, but I'm not used to it, so it's really bumming me out. And that's about it, so have a good week. DFTBA. See you tomorrow, Melissa.